Okay, so today we're going to do a logistics problem. So a logistics problem is known by the fact that you have a limiting factor. In this problem, your limiting factor is the preserve has a capacity of 1,000 animals. So the basic equation that we would use is population as a function of time, which time is measured in months, A, 1 plus B, E, raised to the negative r times t. Okay, so here, what we need to realize is that we are given a couple of data points in our problem. So at time 0, we have a population of 100 animals. Okay, we have a capacity of 1,000 animals. And after the first month, there are 119 total animals in the game preserve. Remember, time is measured in months. Okay, so we need to find the logistical model where time is measured in months. Find the number of animals in 5 months, and when will the population reach 500 animals. So to do that, we need to find an A, a B, and an R. Okay, so we actually already have A. A is our limiting factor, so our equation now looks like this. Oops. Okay, so now we're going to use the two data points here and here to find B and R. Okay, so first we're going to use t equals 0. So our population is 100. Now, when I plug in a 0 for time, what happens is we get e to the 0, and e to the 0 is equal to 1. Okay, so now what we would do is we would cross multiply to find my b. Now it's up to you on whether or not you want to distribute or, excuse me, let's move this problem down. Okay, if you want to distribute or just divide, I would just divide. Okay, zeros cancel out, so you're left with 1 plus b is equal to 10, or b is equal to 9. So far you have this equation. Okay, so now we have an A and a B, and now we just need an R. So we're going to use our second data point to find R. Okay, so at the end of 1 month, we have 119 animals. So T would equal 1. So we would have this. Okay, again, we're going to use cross multiplying. All right, so I get 119 times 1 plus 9 e to the negative r equals 1,000. Up to you on whether you want to divide or not. I would just divide. Okay, you're going to want a calculator. So 1,000 divided by 119. You get 8.4. Zero, 3, 3, 6. Okay, now I'm going to subtract off a 1. I get 7. Okay, so now I'm going to go up here. I'm going to divide by 9, and that's going to give me 7.40366 divided by 9. 7.40366 divided by 9. I get that. Okay, so now since we have an exponential equation, it has a base e, we probably want to use the natural log to simplify. So we're going to take the natural log of both sides. And see what that gets us. Okay, so these will cancel. So we have negative r is equal to the natural log of that. So let's see what that is. Okay, so I get r, negative r is equal to negative 0.195. Okay, so normally we would cancel out the r or the negatives, but since we have a negative r in the equation, we don't need to worry about that. So final model, or final equation. Population due to time is equal to 1,000 over 1 plus 9e raised to the negative 0.195 t. All right, so that's the first part of our problem. Okay, the next part, okay, what we want to do, scroll back up here. We want to find the number of animals in 5 months. So what we would do is we would just plug in t equals 5. And depending on your calculator, you could just type that in, or you might have to do it in pieces. Just depends on your calculator. So if you haven't already started, it's a really good idea to practice with your calculator. I know it's not the most interesting thing to do, but it is a really good idea. The faster you are with your calculator, the easier your life is. Okay, so that gets me a decimal of 227.5 animals. I can't really have 0.5 of an animal, so it's 228 animals. Okay, all right. So the last part of our question is, when will the population reach 500 animals? Okay, this one's a little bit harder. because now you're solving for t. Okay? And t is hidden by a bunch of other stuff. So let's write down our base equation again. Don't want to forget it. Okay, so now we set our p equal to 500, 1,000 over. Okay, so now we have to solve this. Okay, so first off, I'm going to cross multiply. Now I'm going to go ahead and divide because 1,000 divided by 500 is just 2. So I'm going to do that. Let's go up here. Okay, now I'm going to subtract the 1. Oops. Divide by 9. Okay, and now I'm going to use that natural log again. Okay, again, I'm going to use my calculator to help me out. These will cancel. Remember, exponentials and logs are inverse functions. So let's see here, using my calculator. Okay, so I get negative 0.195 times t is equal to negative 2.197. We're going to divide. So the time in which it takes my animals to reach a population of 500, I get 11.27 months with rounding, or just a little under a year. Okay, so I hope that helped you with the logistics, and you have a test coming up, so good luck.